Let's get this started. It's sad that this is the last one, at least for a while. I am courting Aaron to see if he'll come back and do this again next month sometime. I'm going to give him a couple-week break. This will give me an opportunity to follow up with everybody who's been on these series of workshops. Aaron's going to get all of these in the can. I know he's been working on some big projects for our compliance department. So within the next probably 2-3 weeks, I'm going to reach out to everyone who's ever attended one of these events and see what questions they have and see if I can follow up. I'm going to learn more about it myself. I know with some of you guys, I have some scheduled time ahead of me to help you with some marketing. And then we'll get back to Aaron, and you'll see. And Aaron, you're doing something a little special with today's series, right?
I am, yeah. Today's an updated, a new session. It's really a kind of a compressed version of a 3-part training series that I do that covers video marketing, video creation, video marketing, how to leverage video to establish yourself as an authority, as a thought leader, how to use it to deepen relationships with your partner clients, your partner agents, and then how to really level up your YouTube channel as well. So,
well, I'm hopefully maybe that's something we can talk about next month in September. Good follow up to this one.
That'd be great. Yeah, I'd be happy to come back. You guys, thanks so much for having me for the last, what's it been, 4 or 5 weeks or so?
5 weeks. Today's week 5.
Week 5. Wow.
We're going to miss you at Wednesdays at noon. We're going to miss you.
I know. I'm going to miss everybody. Again, happy to come back at any time. And then happy to connect with anybody that has any questions on any of this or wanting to leverage some of this into your business. Reach out to Mitch and he'll get us connected. So let's dive right in to this. Everybody, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining today's session. I'm Aaron Lacey, your host. I'm a digital marketer, psychology-driven digital marketer, coach, speaker, trainer, and I work with loan officers all across the country, and just helping them level up, identify blind spots in their business because you don't know what you don't know, and just execute on innovative, unique, creative business strategies to create differentiation. Because if we're not differentiating, then our clients, our borrowers, our agent partners, these refi, they're only going to care about one thing, and that's price, right? And so, but if we create differentiation in our business, we can kind of name our price to an extent. So we're going to cover video marketing today. I'm really excited about this topic. So yeah, this is the last session of a 5-part training that we've been doing over the last 5 weeks. All those replays will be available to you very, very, very soon, I promise. And so I promised Mitch I would get them to him by Monday. And so if I don't, then Mitch is going to, I don't know, he's going to do something. Right. He's going to do something real bad.
I'm going to have a tantrum.
I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be in trouble. You guys.
Trouble.
Okay.
Big
yeah. So thank you so much for jumping on today. Let's get started. We're not going to go full hour, you guys. We'll probably go 45 or so minutes. I really want to, my goal for today is to just create awareness for you of not just the value of video, but different types of video that we can create, how you can get started, and hopefully energize, excite you to where you want to dive in and maybe create a video this week. So that would be my goal. And if you do, by the way, if any of you create a video and maybe you haven't been doing video, or you have been and you do something a little different because of today's session, or you create your first video because of today's session, and I don't care what kind of video it is, as long as you record yourself in some sort of video fashion, I would love to see that video. Please share it with me. I would seriously like that would like fill my bucket big time to see someone take action from today's session. So let's dive right in, you guys. You know who I am. I'm an Inman contributing author, Inman ambassador, NAR certified technology instructor. I spent a lot of time in the digital marketing space. And let's dive into today's session. According to this gentleman, Gary Vaynerchuk, who is a social media expert, he creates over 100 pieces of social media content every single day. He has gone from basically rags to riches, immigrant into this country from Eastern Europe, and now he's worth arguably a couple $100 million. His goal is to own the Jets at some point, and I think he absolutely will accomplish that because he's outworking everybody else. But he's also uses video really, really well. So Gary Vaynerchuk talks about the currency of business is attention. And how are we getting people's attention? Everything starts with attention. If you look at getting someone to take action, getting someone to use you, work with you, it all starts with getting their attention first and foremost. And not just like, running down the street naked, because anyone can do that. It's how do we create something of value that is going to spark an interest in someone, spark a desire to where they want to reach out to us, to where they want to leverage us, to where they see us as the go-to, the expert, the authority, for whatever it is we're talking about. Okay. Because this is where we want to position ourselves, especially moving forward, especially as video becomes more and more prominent. Cisco, which is a massive networking hardware company that powers most of the internet infrastructure, said that by the end of this year, 80% of the content that's consumed on the internet will be video content. And I don't know about you guys, but frankly, when I'm looking at social media or when I'm online, oftentimes I'm watching videos. When I'm scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, I like to watch videos. When I'm on YouTube is nothing but videos. And here's the thing about YouTube that we're going to cover today quickly. We know that Google is the most popular search engine on the internet. Guess what the second most popular search engine is on the internet? YouTube. I want you to start thinking of YouTube as a search engine, as a way for people to find you, discover you, as a lead generation source for you. Okay, and that's why I think it's so important for all of us to have YouTube channels. Okay, YouTube channel doesn't mean we need to become some massive video creator, but I want you to create your YouTube channel. I think that'll really encourage you to create some more video. Let's talk about here for a second. I'm going to show you a couple stats here. Consumer sentiment of brand behavior on social media. In other words, what do our borrowers, our clients, our consumers think about us and the content we post to social media? Okay, this is just kind of a millennial version. Cool is in teal and purple is annoying. At the very top is using video, right? The more video we use, the cooler we seem to be, the more relevant we seem to be, the more of an authority, of an expert, of a thought leader, especially if we're sharing our voice, our opinion, our perspective, our take, what's happening in the market, what's happening with interest rates, with loan products, what's happening in the world of finance, with the economy. All of a sudden we elevate our authority. That's what people want to see. Equally as important is responding to questions. I call that Q&A. We're going to talk about that type of content here in a second. Q&A content. That is the easiest, most valuable content you can create and put out there on video that exists is Q&A content. What's Q&A content? You have questions. People ask you questions. You answer them. That's it. How many questions do you get asked when you work a refi? How many questions do you ask when you work a purchase deal? What kind of questions do you typically get? Writing all those questions down, you can create one video for every one of those questions that you answer. I often, Aaron Lacey with Next Mortgage, I often get asked the question, how much money do I need to put down? Well, here's my mortgage tip of the day. And typically, depending on this loan product, here's how much money you need to come to the table with. How much does it cost to refi? How quickly can I refi? How much money can I save when I refi? What kind of credit score do I need to refi? All of those are individual pieces of content that you could easily create a video around. 20 second, 30 second, 45 second, 60 second long video. Imagine creating a video for each one of those, and those you uploading those to YouTube, adding them to your Facebook business page, LinkedIn, Google business profile. All of a sudden now you've got a ton of content of you answering these commonly asked questions, right? You're now establishing yourself as a thought leader, as a go-to, as an authority. People are going to go, shoot, if he's willing to answer this many questions, he's probably willing to answer my question. You're going to find that they're going to reach out to you and ask you questions. Second, they ask you questions, you've won, right? You've just generated a lead. Brandon asks, what's the best video duration? It really depends on the type of content, depends on the platform you're going to post on. But what I would say is you want to, for the most part, if you're just going to share a Q&A or a tip, I would keep that video to under a minute. Okay, I would keep it to under a minute. Okay, just tips, little nuggets. The nice thing about that too is then you can upload it right to Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, everywhere, right? Minute-long video. If you get a little more in depth in a topic, if you start to, maybe you have a whiteboard and you start to break out some financials, you can get deeper. Just depends on the value of the content you're talking about. You know what I mean? If we're talking in terms of explaining a loan product, or we're getting very promotional with us in our business, we're going to want to keep it really short, because guess what? Nobody wants to hear us talk about us for the most part. That's why your loan officer bio video should be right around 1 minute long. All right. That should be the first video that you create. So let's continue through this, you guys. So great question. Hopefully that answered it. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do any videos under probably 20 seconds, and I wouldn't do anything over probably 10 minutes, unless it was like this really impactful interview that I did, or maybe you were partnering with one of your agent clients and you guys jumped onto Zoom together and you just went back and forth, just Q&A'd each other on, ask each other questions on what's happening in the market and just shared some insights, right? That would be a very valuable segment that would make for a really good video. Excuse me. So here's what I want to share though. Video is called content. For those that aren't aware, you've probably heard of content marketing. You've probably heard of video marketing, right? All these fall under the exact same umbrella. It's simply you putting out information that people are going to watch through video format. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, content builds relationships. Video builds relationships, and relationships are built on trust, and trust drives revenue. Therefore, video indirectly drives revenue for you, right? You want to increase your business, start knocking out videos, start creating video content. Why don't we create video content? Why don't we do videos, right? Overall, the resounding response is the fear of being judged based on our appearance, based on the content we're creating, based on the way we put together the video, the lack of production quality, there's a million different things, but typically we're worried about what other people think. Okay. So there was a book written, and I know a lot of people kind of talk about it. It's called the Subtle Art of Not Giving an F, right? I think David Ryder was the co-host of that book. Here's the deal, you guys. The fact of the matter is, if you are going to create content, if you're going to leverage this opportunity, you have to know that you're going to get judged, but who cares? Because at the end of the day, the people that don't like your content aren't the ones you're focusing on anyways. You'd be surprised. The people that really enjoy your content are the ones that you want, the ones that you're focused on. And the other thing too is, aren't you more, if we flip the script, aren't you more afraid of being limited by your own insecurities, not being seen as an authority, not being seen as someone embracing technology, not being relevant, right, in 5 years? And when I say relevant, I mean, if we know that perception is reality and we know that visibility trumps ability, this is all about relevancy, you guys. And if we know that there are, Rocket Mortgage type products that are coming where people can just plug a few bits of information into a form and they can figure out exactly if they qualify within seconds, we need to continue to differentiate. The way that we differentiate is through sharing of information, you guys, is through establishing yourself as an authority. I mean, if there's one thing I want you to take away from today, it is, how do you build up a platform for yourself, build up authority so that people are searching for you, they're seeking you out? Imagine that, imagine instead of us chasing people, people are chasing us down, trying to get answers from us. You guys, here's the deal, maybe we knock back a couple of shots, then bust out a video. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it takes a little bit of courage. There's no question about it. I still get jittery doing video, and I do it every single day. It's not super easy. I remember hearing a story about Michael Jordan before his whole documentary came out on Netflix, where he talked about the fact that before games, especially big games, he would be in the locker room throwing up. And it didn't come out in his documentary for some reason, but on Netflix. But he'd be in the locker room throwing up. This guy's at the pinnacle of his sport. Okay. And he is throwing up in the locker room before games. Like, come on. You know what I mean? So for us to have apprehension for doing video, you guys, that's totally 100% natural. So, but he would still walk out on the court, and we need to walk out on the court as well. Why use video? Again, I talked about establish yourself as an authority, create relationships, build rapport, lead generate. There's so many different reasons to do it. We talked about visibility trumps ability. Those that are the most visible in this industry are going to get the lion's share of the business, and they already are. And here's the thing, you probably look at some of their videos, you can go, oh my gosh, that's garbage. Or well, you don't even know what he or she doesn't even know what they're talking about. Or I can't believe, I would never do anything like that, right? So here's the deal. When we do that, we're the ones that are judging, right? But when we judge, guess what it's doing? It's prohibiting us. It's preventing us from moving forward because we don't want to be that person because we feel like that's not the right way to do it. Let's stop doing that, you guys. Let's stop doing that. Let's start being encouraging, going, hey, at least that person's out there doing it. It takes some charisma. It takes some spunk to do it. Guess what? It's not going to be perfect. Mine's not going to be perfect either. And you know what? The gentleman I talked about earlier, Gary Vaynerchuk, who puts out over 100 pieces of content on social media every single day. He started about 15 years ago with a company called Wine Library TV. His YouTube channel is still up, Wine Library TV. And if you look at some of his early video content, you would shake your head like, this is garbage. Guess what? Guess what his video content looks like now, right? Someone else, you may have heard of Joe Rogan, right? Joe Rogan just signed a deal with Spotify, I think, for 100, 200 million bucks, right? Spotify now has ownership rights of his video podcast. 200 million bucks for this video podcast. It's Joe Rogan just interviewing someone for an hour to 3 hours. That's the whole segment, right? But if you look, and he's now at like episode 1600. If you go back 10 years, you can go right to his YouTube channel. Look up the Joe Rogan Experience on YouTube. You can see his first few videos. It literally looks like he and his buddy are doing illicit drugs in a room, and they have like the worst webcam on them of all time. You guys, we have to start somewhere. Nobody expects you to start off as this produced, slick, sleek, orator on video. Okay. So let's continue on, you guys. Perception pyramid. We talked about this. I know we've talked about this before, but the fact is our perception is shaped by what we're putting out to people. Right. That's what has the most influence over anything else. What we think, unless we put it out on video, has almost zero influence. What we say has a little more influence, and what we do really alters the perception, creates more influence for us. Again, sharing the benefits of video, and then I'm going to jump in to this a lot deeper. 60% of consumers say they prefer video over any other format for receiving online information. You could say consumer, borrower. 85% of realtors want to work with a loan officer who uses video. Okay. Including video and emails increases clicks by 2 times and reduces opt-outs by 75%. Okay. Obviously, I think we're all on the same page. Now, for those that aren't super familiar with video, I'm going to just kind of run through different types of video. There's live video. We know we can go live on Facebook. We can go live on Instagram. Okay. And with Instagram, what I really like too is you can actually pull in a co-host. So it's almost interview style, right? So you can have somebody else there. So you may pull in a real estate agent client, right? Or a realtor partner. You could pull in a borrower, ask them how their experience was. A realtor, you guys do a Q&A with each other, or a weekly show, right? The thing about going live on Facebook and Instagram, very easy to do, right? For those that have the Facebook app, it's 2 clicks, you can go live on Facebook, right? Very easy. The benefits of going live is that it is seen as being very authentic and very transparent. In other words, no production quality because it's live, it's happening. People are more excited to watch live videos than any other type of video because it is happening in the moment. It's exciting to watch. Then there's, outside of live video, there's recorded video. So that would be, recording a Zoom video using your smartphone or a webcam, like kind of what we're doing now, using a GoPro, right? I'm going to share with you some video content that these guys use a GoPro on, and they built up a massive YouTube channel just using a GoPro, right? With that fisheye lens. And then there's the professional video equipment. Here's the deal. You're starting to see Hollywood start to create, there's actually a feature length film that was just created using an iPhone. Consumers, they would rather see more real, authentic video filmed using a phone than from a professional, than professionally produced, professionally created. Okay, for the most part. So topics. I'm going to run through some topics, and again, this is going to be available as a replay. But feel free to take a picture or a screenshot any of these slides that you want. But again, Mitch will get out the replays for you. Here's some various topics I want to run through quickly. So what are some different types of context? I know a lot of us say, well, you know what, I do video, but I don't know what to do a video on. Well, how about things that are just happening right now? Things that are happening right now. Like, you could talk about literally anything. I like to just look at, like, you know, you've seen the usual suspects, you know, Kaiser Soze, he's sitting across the desk from that guy, and he's just basically telling a story of all the things he sees on the pin board. Get to the point where you can tell a story about almost anything, you guys. I mean, think about a lot of people are wondering what's happening with the election, right? How is that going to affect interest rates, affect the ability to buy or sell? And you guys, we're what, 2 months away from that? What's going on with Fannie and Freddie? What's going on with Antonio just said he uploaded a video about FHFA delay of market fee. My first video. Great job. What does that mean? How is that relevant to your audience? Explain what the heck that is and how it's going to affect them. This is the kind of stuff that really makes a difference. That's topical and relevant. Okay. Digital mayor, resource, education. Digital mayor would be you are the source of information for an area or for mortgage. Like, when people think about mortgage, they just think of you because they think you're the digital mayor. You're the one that's constantly sharing what's happening in that world with them. An introduction, face behind the name. This is something we all need to have. Hey, my name's Bradley Tate. Here's who I am. Here's how much experience I have. Here's how many people I've helped over the last whatever number of years. Here's some unique things or unique aspects about my business that not many other people have. And here's what I like to do when I'm not working. Right? That's the introduction, face behind the name video. That is really, really crucial. If you only create one video, that would be the video that I would record. And I would literally, you could use a webcam to do that. You could set your phone up. You could have someone hold your phone for you. You could buy a tripod on Amazon, just a little iPhone mobile phone tripod. And I'm going to share a couple of equipment items that you may also consider getting too. But when you do video, you want to just make sure that people can see you clearly and hear you clearly, right? It doesn't matter what's happening in the background. It doesn't matter as long as they can see you and as long as they can hear you. Okay. So transaction updates, milestones. That's a really, really good one. I know a few mortgage teams and loan officers that have pre-recorded transaction or milestone updates. They've identified like 7 points along the transaction where they end up usually just updating their borrower on what's happening. And they pre-recorded a lot of those different stages, and they'll just send those out. They'll just email those out. They've uploaded them to YouTube and they email them out. What's happening is when you're educating and informing your clients of what's happening throughout the transaction through video, and you email those to them, guess what they do with those emails? Oftentimes they'll actually forward those to friends and family members. That's how you can generate a lot more referral business. Congratulations, thank you, happy birthday, happy homeversary, congratulations, you funded, congratulations. Any of these types of congratulation calls that you might make or text message or email you might send out, consider sending them out via video instead. It creates a much more impactful moment for that recipient. They're going to think about you a lot longer. You guys, other things like market updates. Do you have access to a market reporting system? I mean, shoot, your business is knowing the inventory just like your realtor partners. What does the inventory look like in the market you work at? What if you're the source of market information versus your realtor partners? Now all of a sudden they're coming to you and they're going, Antonio, hey, how many new listings are there on the market? How many properties sold last month? What's the average list to sale price ratio? What's what are the average days on market? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you, it makes, why wouldn't you know this stuff, right? It can be very beneficial for you, and it can show you and put you in a light of just competency. Your agent partners go, man, this guy is super competent, right? He just knows what's going on in a lot of different areas. Real estate, local, national news, partner videos. You could, again, say, what real estate agent doesn't want more exposure for themselves? What if you reach out to one, even maybe one that you were working on, said, hey, I want to, I've got a video in mind, but I want someone to I want to like co-host it with somebody, or, I'd love to bring you into the video and us kind of tag team this information together. Would you be willing to share the real estate sales side of what's happening right now? And I'll share the kind of the mortgage side. Right. And you guys kind of script out, maybe bullet out what the topics or the questions you're going to answer. And then you knock out a video together using Zoom, or you just sit next to each other in a room and set up your phone, or whatever that looks like. Right. Or maybe it's a Q&A. Hey, I'd like to interview you. I'd like to interview an appraiser. Okay. So again, some ideas for content. If anybody is working leads, the best way to convert a lead is through video text. There's no better way. Video text. Imagine you being a lead and someone responding to you with a video saying your name, saying, hey, hey, Michael, it looks like you have an interest in this. My name's Aaron Lacey. Here's how I can help you, get you what you need. They're going to go, this person is willing to create a video to help me get what I need. Like, probably going to go above and beyond for everything else they do for me. This sounds great. So some other ideas here. Again, these will be available on the replay. I want to make sure I've got time to jump onto YouTube for us today. But a top of mind or a sphere of influence video. This would be a quick video you could send out to your network, your database, maybe even post to Facebook as an ad, as a specifically focused ad for people. Buyer leads, if you're working buyer leads, you could use a script like this. I've got a couple scripts here you could use. We could just say, hey, last time we talked, you're looking at buying a home. Are you still looking? If so, through my realtor partner, I've got a list of off-market properties and new to market homes. Market's moving so quickly, et cetera, et cetera. So if you're looking, click send message. Maybe you send this to someone via Facebook Messenger, right? And then here's another option. Are you still considering buying? Have you bought one yet? If not, I've got some very valuable information to share about buying this year. The market conditions have changed. Now might not be the best time. The old takeaway, right? That actually really works. Or being a contrarian. I was at a conference last November in Boston called Inbound. It's all about content marketing. There are 30,000 people listening to people talk about video and how they're leveraging video, and for an entire week. And so one of the top content creators in the United States, he talks about being contrarian with his videos, with his headlines, with his articles, with his social media posts, where it is now the best time to buy is now the worst time to buy, ? Imagine how many more people are interested in watching something or hearing something that has that type of headline. Now it's a little sensational, but I'll tell you what, he gets views and he's built a massive business around it. So transparency, one other thing I just want to share, transparency. So one essential thing marketers need to know is that videos are not really formal. You guys, the whole video needing to be formal, out the window. Okay. Make the video as conversational as possible. Okay. Talk to the camera as if it was your best friend, right? Your camera is your audience. If you have a co-host, continue to make sure you're talking to the camera. Talk to the lens. I'm going to share with you, most of us, when we record ourselves from our phone, we're not talking to the lens. We end up talking. Notice how I'm no longer talking to the lens. I'm talking to the picture of myself. We're always watching ourselves instead of looking at the little ear hole, the lens. The way that the viewer perceives that is that you're actually talking to someone next to them. You lose that human-to-human connection because there's no eye contact there. use humor as much as possible. You guys, don't take yourself too seriously. Have fun, smile. And I would say be you. Dress as you would if you were meeting with the client. Um, and the other thing is, depending on your lighting, you may want to just make sure there's not crazy shine or glare coming off of yourself, your forehead, head, whatever that looks like. Okay. So for those of us that are balding or bald, we shave our heads. All right. That glare can be a little distracting. So we'll just make sure you kind of de-shine that head. So some tips there. So we talked about different types of videos. Here's the deal. How do you find more ideas, more content? You guys feel free, reach out to Mitch. I'm happy to give you guys ideas as well. Depending on different types of video you've considered creating, there is so much content in front of you that sometimes it's hard to even see because there's so much of it. And so I would say your email, text messages, conversations that you've had recently, what are those commonly asked questions? That's going to be the best content for you. There's some other tools you can dive into to get access to even more ideas and content. You can dive into, for those, this little more advanced thing, the Google Keyword Planner. It'll basically tell you what people are searching for on Google and on YouTube, right? What kind of information they're searching for as it relates to, loans and mortgages and financing. And you could, find out what are people looking for and create content around that. And then in addition, if you're not familiar with Google Alerts, this is a great way just to stay notified of any topic that you can think of, or any group of topics, whether they're mortgage, real estate related, or they're your company, or what's happening with your clients or your agent partners or whatever. You can actually save a Google search, and Google will notify you of any new results to that search. So super powerful. Let me share a couple things for you here. This is leading into jumping onto YouTube. Sample videos. So tips and Q&A. I did a search on YouTube for finding the right Phoenix loan officer, because that's where I live, is in Phoenix. And I saw these 3 videos came up. And this video, how to find the best mortgage lender. Jennifer Beeston put this out 3 months ago. She got 7,300 views on this video, right? She's the person that is helping people find and identify the best mortgage lender. How about this guy right here? How to choose a mortgage lender when buying a home. Now, this came out a couple of years ago. 47,000 views, right? 47,000 views. So Jennifer's video is 4 minutes. Lance's video, 12 minutes. Andrew put out a video 16 minutes long, talking about 9 questions to ask your mortgage lender, how to choose a mortgage broker. Okay, 9 questions to ask your mortgage lender. Remember that Canva class we went through last week? Every single one of these are called video thumbnails created in Canva, very easily created in Canva. Now you guys know how to do this. By the way, this video right here, 85,000 views, right? 9 questions to ask your mortgage lender. What if you came out with 10 questions, 7 questions, right? 8 questions to ask when considering a refi. Okay. What's happening is people are watching this, and you have your contact information in the video, and in the description, they're reaching out to you with a question. Okay. So again, incredible views, incredible amount of views, incredible amount of traffic on these videos. So some other videos, this guy right here is doing something with charity. He's pushing out charity related video, talking about what he's doing with the charity. Here's somebody interviewing business owners, doing some more local lifestyle type content. I don't know if anybody follows Barstool Sports with the pizza reviews. One bite, everybody knows the rules. That guy's got hundreds of thousands of followers reviewing pizzas. Here's the thing, he's converting. There's conversion there, right? Because you're putting out valuable content for an area or a topic, and people feel like they trust you. They feel like they know you because of this stuff, and they're more likely to reach out to you. Again, your business profile. So great way to recruit. And actually, I just saw a loan officer put out a video. He's looking to recruit. He just put out a video talking about ways for loan officers to market their business. What a great recruiting tactic. Or real estate agents to market their business. Great way to attract real estate agent clients, right? With an additional value add. So everyone should have your agent LO business profile. Would a community group work on Facebook that handles all about that county? Absolutely. Yeah. So Brady asked about creating a Facebook group that's very local in nature, just for that county or that city or that town or even that area. Absolutely. Where you're sharing information into that, you're interviewing people, you're reviewing businesses, business owners, you're sharing what's happening in the real estate world in that in that group. Absolutely. That'd be very, very valuable. There's quite a few actually that exist. Oh, nice. David said, yeah, this is an old screenshot, David. That's funny. Intro bio video, right? So there's the quick kind of business profile video that you could record yourself. If you want to get a little deeper, you can get into your bio, what's called a biopic, they call it. Okay. That's where it's like maybe a day in the life. So obviously a day in the life for us right now is probably not super exciting, but maybe once we're back out doing our thing, may show us go for a run or go for a walk or, then kind of get in the office and then, maybe kind of do it a little more lifestyle related, which shows a little more behind the scenes, a little more transparency into who we are. Partner videos, again, could be you and an agent partner that you have, and you guys are just knocking out some information together, right? Pretty casually. I see loan officers doing this quite a bit with their realtor partners, and frankly, it is the glue to that relationship, right? And it's just showing, it's just showing your partner that you care about them and you want to get them more exposure, more visibility by talking about things that people care about. The other thing is, this was really interesting, you guys. This video, things real estate agents and loan officers wish they could say. 400,000 views this video has. 400,000 views. This is fun. It's a funny video. You should watch it sometime. You can search YouTube for this. Things real estate agents and loan officers wish they could say, right? Anyway, so having fun with it is pretty neat. I saw a real estate agent the other day. He came out with a property video where he was, every time the camera person showed a new room of the house, he was in there like doing like bicep curls or something. It was like super silly, and it had like 8,000 views or something because it went viral, right? It just got shared with everybody. So yeah, some really interesting ways to create differentiation. Let's see. Brady said that Kelly Zitlow has YouTube 750,000 subscribers. She is an LO. Okay, yeah. I know who Kelly Zitlow is. Yeah, I'll check her out. So video editing, you guys, let me get into this here in a second. Okay, let's get into this for a second. Video editing. What do we use to edit our videos? Here's the deal. Ideally, we leave the video editing at a minimum, right? Because that's where we can get really bogged down. You've got some options though when it comes to editing a video. And when it comes to editing a video, it's basically somebody that's taking multiple videos, putting them together, or they're trimming different pieces of the video off that you don't want, right? Or they're maybe adding some subtitles or some text or a logo. That's video editing at its most basic. There are some incredible apps available on your smartphone. My favorite one is actually called Video Shop. It's like $3, and you can put out a very professionally looking video with your logo integrated into it and subtitles just through that app, $3. So here's some other options for you. The YouTube Capture app, Clips, Magisto are all some really inexpensive options there. On Windows, on your computer, you can use Adobe Premiere. And actually, I use a product called Camtasia. Very inexpensive, super easy to use, okay? Where you can add music to the background, or if you're on a Mac, iMovie, Adobe Premiere. Here's some web-based video platforms I want you to take a look at. Lumen 5. These are all free, by the way. Lumen 5. The thing I like about Lumen 5, it's very similar to Canva. So if you attended last week's session, Canva, this is similar to Canva in the sense that you can pull in stock photos and videos, add text, and it'll create a video for you. You can even add in your own, if you have a little video clip you want to add in of you talking about something, or you just want to do like a voiceover, you can do a voiceover where you're simply showing an article or photos of something that's happening in the market. It'll automatically create a video for you. Another great product is called Wave Video. Okay. Yeah, Olya, I'm going to go right back to the video editing here for a second. She wanted to take a look at that slide again. Okay. Okay, so let's bump forward. Lumen 5, a great option. Wave Video. This is basically the Canva for video. Very easy to use. And once you, literally you guys, once you get a hang of it, it won't take long at all. It will edit your video basically for you. Okay, so these are kind of do it yourself, but there's a lot of automation built in. It'll do it for you as well. If you want to just send your video file to somebody and have them edit it and tell them what to do, I would recommend, and I didn't list it here, at Fiverr, Fiverr.com. It's a marketplace of service providers, and they will return you send them your video or share your video via Dropbox. They'll send it back to you edited, and it may not cost you more than $10. Okay. So the whole concept of Fiverr is that it's a marketplace of service providers that can help you with anything you can imagine, from virtual assistants to video editing to social media management to lead generation. And every service is supposed to start or used to start at $5. That's why it's called Fiverr, Fiverr.com. BombBomb. BombBomb, this is one of the best ways to send somebody a video message. Send one to one or one to many. Brady said Biteable is great for video as well. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll check that out, Biteable. And so what I like about BombBomb is that it's just really easy to use. It integrates right into Gmail. There's an app for it. And it makes sending a video so easy to one person or to multiple people. And the nice thing is you get to see when they watched it. It actually will notify you, hey, these guys watched this video. They watched the whole thing. They opened it. So it's really pretty neat. It's framed in with your brand. So it's going to have Nexa on it. So again, I really, really, really like that product. Okay. So we're getting ready to jump into YouTube here and conclude. What I would say is you probably have heard of Vimeo as well. Vimeo is kind of a YouTube competitor. What I like about Vimeo is Vimeo is good for storing videos that are unbranded and sharing videos. Like if you're going to do a milestone video and you're going to share those videos to clients, what you don't want to do or what you want to avoid is posting those to YouTube and sharing them from YouTube. Because what happens is once they watch that video, well, A, it's very likely that an ad may show up in the video. Number two is when the video's over, a whole bunch of recommended videos or an ad might show up. We don't want that. So if you want to remove all ads from your videos and still have a great place to host them and share them from, I would take a look at Vimeo. The only negative about Vimeo, it doesn't have the social aspect or the discoverability of YouTube. YouTube, again, is the second most popular search engine online. So here's that guy that's doing a lot of video content, local lifestyle video content, actually in the Anthem area of the Phoenix, Arizona market. And he's generating a lot of traction in that market. So let's do this, you guys. Let's dive into YouTube here for a second. I want to, again, just show you, I want to show you a couple things on YouTube. Again, 3 really important things for getting your YouTube channel set up. Okay, for getting that set up. Tommy, I'm gonna have to share that slide with you at another time. Sorry about that. I'll get you that slide, I promise. Okay, so here we are right on YouTube. Okay, youtube.com. And as we know, a bunch of recommended videos show up. What I want to share with you is how we can quickly set up our YouTube channel. Okay. So what we'll do is on the right-hand side, if you're logged into YouTube, you're going to see your little thumbnail icon. And what you want to do is click on that and you'll go down to your channel. It should be the first option in that navigation menu, your channel. So we'll click on that. And there's two things, really three things that you want to do. Even if you don't have any videos yet, the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your name is coming across here. Okay, that's number one. And that you have a profile photo in here. Number two. Number three, this is called channel art. You want to make sure you've got channel art here. Something that talks about, that shows you, that talks about what you do. Okay. The fourth thing we want to do, if I scroll down, we want to create a welcome video. Did you know you can add a welcome video to your channel? Okay. Mine's 41 seconds. Very short. So as soon as somebody lands on my channel, they're going to see a welcome video, and it's very, very simple. It's simply, and I created this in about 2 minutes. Okay. Back when I used to shave. So welcome to my channel. Now I do upload a lot of my trainings here. This is where you're going to upload every single video that you create. Every single video. I don't care what the video is. Add it here, you guys. It's going to be indexed by Google. It's going to make it searchable. I don't care if you're just creating something fun and short for social media, for Instagram, Facebook. I want you to add it to YouTube. I would add it here first, and then add it to social media second if you want. Okay. Or if you've already added to Facebook or Instagram, I download it or take it from your camera roll and re-upload it to YouTube. The other thing I want to cover are playlists. So your YouTube channel is actually broken up into, it's customizable. So you'll notice, see this blue button right here, customize channel. Check this out. If I click on customize channel, okay, so I'd gone up here, I went to your channel, and then I went to customize channel. Now look at this. Here's how we can actually get in and customize our channel. Okay. And so what we have is, you'll notice the first thing we see right here, for returning subscribers, for new visitors. Did you know that you can feature a video for new people that are new to your channel and really welcome them? And then for anybody that's subscribed that's returning, what you might do is feature a new video for them, right? Because they already know who you are. So you can actually, so for new visitors, I use the welcome. Hi, my name's Aaron Lacey. I'm a digital marketer, work with, the real estate industry. For returning subscribers, I might start featuring my latest video. Okay. So that's very easy to do and set up here. The other thing is I want to get into my playlists. I want to create playlists based on the types of video that I'm creating. Let's say that you're creating, market related content that's related to the real estate market. So different updates, stuff like that. So you could create a playlist called market updates. So I click on playlists, and I would simply create a playlist called market updates. So you see some of my playlists, classes, trainings, some other things. So you click on new playlist, call it market updates, right? And now that'll be a new playlist that shows up in your YouTube channel. Okay. You want to organize your videos using playlists because it makes your channel seem more professional, more organized. It's going to make it a lot easier for people to navigate through it. So market updates, you could do all the different types of, you could say real estate news, you could say, local lifestyle content or local community content, or, you could say, Phoenix area, life, whatever type of content you're creating. You may want to put maybe you have a video series that you're doing with one of your realtor partners called, what's up in real estate. So you could say, you come up with your playlist, and that's where you add your videos right here. So click on create. And then what you'll do is you can actually then decide what people get to see when they land on your actual channel. So check this out. So I can actually then customize what people see. What I see right here is what people are going to see when they land on my YouTube channel. They're going to see my welcome video. First thing they're going to see are my uploads, my newest uploads. Then they're going to see created playlists, all my playlists. And they're going to see another playlist with with other people's videos, but the playlist is called Real Estate Technology. That's it. How do I edit this? You guys notice how there's a little pencil icon that's showing up as I'm going through each of these? See how there's a little down arrow? I can move these sections up and down. I can even click on this an edit button. Check this out. Once I click on edit, I can now say, what kind of content do I want here? Do I want my uploads, my most popular ones? Do I want a playlist to show up here, right? And then what layout do I want? Horizontal or vertical? And then I simply click on done. Okay. Again, so for me, I have my most recent uploads, my playlists, real estate technology. Let's say I also wanted to add another section. Click on add section. I'm going to scroll down to single playlist, and I am going to select a playlist that I want to add. So let's say I want to add, internet marketing or funny and entertaining real estate videos. Then I'll just simply click on done. Okay. It's that easy. Then when you go back to my channel, here's how you go back to your channel. You simply click on my channel on the left-hand side. And now you have your channel. There's my welcome video. There's my uploads, my playlists, real estate technology. Now here's the funny and entertaining real estate videos. Okay. You guys, if you can do those 5 things, you're going to create and put together a very professional YouTube channel that not many other people have done, not many other people have created. Okay. So profile photo, this is called your channel art. You can create your channel art in Canva. Simply go to Canva and just type in YouTube, and it'll format a graphic with templates for the channel art. Okay. And then the welcome video, I simply created this. I created this on my phone using Video Shop. Okay. And I simply just use my webcam. This is just my webcam, just like I'm using now. Okay. And actually what's interesting, you guys, is I actually recorded this just with Zoom. I turned Zoom on, started a session just with myself, hit record. And then I just went through this probably 3 or 4 times. Hi, everybody. Aaron Lacey here. Welcome to my channel. Oh, I screwed up. Hi, guys. Aaron Lacey here. Welcome to my channel. Oh, I didn't smile. Hi, guys. Aaron Lacey here. Welcome to my channel. And then I took that video file, right? Because then I stopped the Zoom session, and then it saved the video file to my desktop. I took that. I emailed to myself, opened it on my phone. I edited out all the different pieces that I didn't want. I just had that one small segment that was like 40 seconds long. And then I just overlaid some a text animation at the front. And then at the end, you'll notice I just put thank you, and that's it. Okay. Awesome, you guys. Okay. Any questions before we jump off today? If you don't have any questions, again, I want to thank you so much for being a part of this 5 training journey with me. And, Mitch is your main point of contact, and I look forward to coming back and doing some more sessions with you here in the near future. And look out for that email from Mitch next week. That should be out to you with all the replays, all 5 of these replays, you guys. So thank you so much for having me in. I really appreciate your time.
Thanks, Aaron. We're going to see you real soon. Sorry, you're going to be back.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys. I love it. All right. Take care, you guys.